Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, picture this. You're sitting down, ready to quickly pay your electric bill, check your home's energy usage, or maybe even switch energy suppliers, and bam! You hit a total brick wall because you literally cannot find your account details. Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating, right? Especially when you just want to get it crossed off your to-do list. Well, today, we are going to finally decipher your Eversource utility bill. We're getting rid of the usual stress and confusion so you can take total control of your energy management.
Okay, let's dive into this. It is so common to hit a snag when you're trying to manage your energy accounts online. The reality is, whether you're trying to track your consumption to save some cash, figure out what's going on with a sudden outage, or shop around for a new deregulated energy rate, you need a few very specific pieces of information to actually do anything. If you've been banging your head against the keyboard trying to find these details, trust me, you are absolutely not alone, and you are in the exact right place to get it sorted out today. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with a brief introduction to Eversource, cover the essential account information you need, show you exactly where to locate those details on your bill, and decode your name key. Then, we'll explore some alternative ways to connect, and finally, wrap up with a few important security tips and a disclaimer.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, Introduction to Eversource.
So Eversource is the largest energy delivery company in New England. We're talking about a massive network that supports an astonishing 4.4 million gas and electric customers across Connecticut, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. Now, when you're dealing with a system this huge, one that manages everything from emergency storm restoration to large-scale grid maintenance, having your exact, unique account identifiers readily available is absolutely essential. It's literally the only thing separating your specific home or business from millions of others on the grid.
Moving right along to Section 2, Essential Account Information Needed.
So the crucial point here is that you generally need three specific pieces of information to fully manage your account. You need your account number, your customer name key, and your service reference number. Whether you're creating a brand new login for the online portal, setting up budget billing, or using a community choice program to switch to a third-party supplier, these three keys are exactly what unlock your access. Without them, you're pretty much stuck, but with them, you have total flexibility.
Let's get into Section 3, Locating Details on your bill.
Let's start with the big one, which is your account number. When you look at your bill, I want you to direct your eyes straight up to the top right corner. What you're looking for is a sequence of exactly 11 numeric digits. And guys, this is a very strict rule. There are no spaces, no dashes, and absolutely no letters. Just 11 straight numbers. If you're ever typing it in online and the system keeps rejecting it, double check that you haven't accidentally included a dash or a letter by mistake.
Next up is the service reference number. Now this one likes to hide a bit more depending on how your specific statement is printed out. You can typically find it right in the middle of your bill, or sometimes it even spills over on a page too. But here is a handy visual cue to make it super easy. Just scan the page for a blue and green box that contains your service address. Your service reference number is going to be located right below that colorful box. Okay, on to Section 4, Finding your name key. Now, what's really interesting about this piece of the puzzle is exactly how this unique identifier is generated based entirely on your account type. For a residential account, the customer name key is typically just the first 4 letters of the last name on the account. Super simple. However, if it's a commercial or business account, it's the first 4 characters of the business name. And yes, believe it or not, that actually includes spaces. It's a clever little identifier, but if you don't know that specific formula, it can be incredibly frustrating to figure out on your own.
So where does this name key actually live on the page? You'll want to check 2 specific locations on your bill. First, look up in that top right corner again, right near where we found the main account number. If it isn't clearly labeled there, go ahead and flip over to the second page of your Eversource bill. Look directly beneath that 11-digit account number we talked about earlier. That is usually exactly where the name key likes to hide.
Which brings us to Section 5, Alternative Ways to Connect. Now, what if you don't actually have a physical bill handy? Well, the official digital routes are absolutely your best option here. If you've already set up your online profile, you can just access your dashboard over at eversource.com or fire up the official Eversource mobile app. Can't remember your login? No worries at all. Just use the password reset link right on the login page. Once you're safely inside the portal, you can instantly pull up your full statement digitally to locate all 3 of those crucial numbers we just discussed. And hey, if you're locked out online, or maybe you just prefer speaking to a real human being, you can always call them directly. This chart brilliantly illustrates exactly who you need to reach out to. Just make sure you use the specific number for your account type. General residential inquiries can go to 800-286-20,000 or 800-592-20,000. Business customers have their own dedicated line at 866-554-6025, and there is also a dedicated line for the hearing impaired at 800-346-9994. Honestly, it's not a bad idea to just save the number you need right into your phone contacts right now.
When you do decide to call in for support, just make sure to keep their operating hours in mind. The support team is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. They also offer both English and Espanol service options to make sure you can communicate comfortably and clearly to get your issues resolved.
Finally, let's wrap things up with Section 6, Final Tips and Disclaimer. Now that you've successfully tracked down all these details, keeping them secure is absolutely paramount. You really need to treat your 11-digit account number and your name key like sensitive personal data. Store them securely in a password manager or a safe file for future reference. And most importantly, if you happen to live in a deregulated market and you're looking to switch energy providers to snag a better rate, only ever share these specific details with trusted, verified third-party energy suppliers. Your account numbers are basically the keys to your utility castle, so you've got to guard them well.
And just before we officially wrap up today, I do need to share this required disclaimer with you. This explainer is intended for informational purposes only. Processes may change over time, so always refer to Eversource's official resources for the most up-to-date information. We are not affiliated with Eversource, and any trademarks are owned by their respective companies.
Well, you've successfully cracked the code. So now that you actually hold the keys to your Eversource account, what are you going to optimize next? Are you going to log into the portal to really analyze those seasonal energy usage spikes? Or perhaps shop around to see if a competitive electricity supplier can offer you a much better rate? The power is now completely in your hands. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious and happy optimizing.